joining us today as we recognize Charlotte for her heroic deeds. When Sarah sent our office the email asking for an opportunity to recognize this special hero/shero, the mayor's office was quick to respond and make this today's presentation possible. I think what Charlotte did in the face of an emergency situation in the middle of COVID during a festive event in downtown Lexington there's no way to put in words how important it was. And the fact that, and one of the things I don't want to get missed on today is not only did she administer CPR, but she took control of the scene. Somebody has to lead and somebody has to step up when things aren't going the right way, and that's what she did in this instance. So I just want to say thank you to her for her bravery, her courage, willing to step up and do for her fellow Lexingtonian what was needed to be done. I'd also like to thank our first responders, all of our first responders, from the 911 operator to our police department, and especially our firefighters for responding to this emergency. And then also Ms. Sarah for reaching out and making sure that she recognized and celebrated and thanked everybody involved in saving her life. A lot of times we see these incidents take place and never know how they fully end or who was responsible for doing what. So taking the opportunity to say thank you is important. So as we continue to observe Healthy Heart Month, let's continue to exercise, be safe, be healthy, and to say thank you to our first responders when they answer the call. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Councilmember Brown. And Councilmember Brown brought up our public safety team. I want to thank Chief Weathers for being here, police chief. I believe he has Commander Snelly with him. We appreciate your presence also. With that, I'd like to ask our fire chief, Jason Wells, if he would say a few words. Welcome.
Thank you, Mayor. On behalf of the Lexington Fire Department, I would like to say that we're honored and privileged to be able to be a part of this incident. I want to thank Firefighter Dixon and Firefighter Carr for their actions. But we know that we are only a small part of the chain of survival that has to take place in order for one of these cardiac arrest incidents to be successful. And the probably primary part of that chain is early CPR. And that was exactly what Charlotte was able to provide. So that was critical to this incident. So I want to take this opportunity to let the public know how important learning CPR is. This is something that's critical, and you never know when an opportunity will present itself to save a life. So certainly go out there, find a CPR class. If you're not sure where to go, the Lexington Fire Department Community Service Bureau offers free hands-only CPR. You can access that through our website, or you can call 859-231-5662 to get that scheduled for your group. So congratulations to those being recognized, and hopefully we can continue to see wonderful outcomes. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chief Wells, and thank you for your message about learning CPR. It's a really great message for everyone. Finally, we're going to hear from Sarah Katzenmeyer, whom we are very excited is here with us today.
Me too.
I know you are. Welcome.
Thank you. Charlotte, do I look better than the last time you saw me?
Now that was your costume, right?
That's what I looked like. She stepped up. How do you thank somebody who saved your life? I've been grappling with this since I woke up in the hospital. You feel thankful, you feel grateful, you feel humbled, you feel a little overwhelmed. And I did not rush to meet Charlotte face to face because it was so overwhelming. What do I say to this person who saved my life? At the Gill Heart Institute, they give you a grateful journal to keep after you go through this episode that I went through. and ask you to write down 5 things you're grateful for every week. I've been writing the word Charlotte a lot, sometimes 5 times a week. My husband and son, thank you. My parents, thank you. I'm sorry they couldn't be here. My sister and my nephew, thank you. All my friends and family have asked me to thank you. I think there's a reason our paths have crossed. I don't know exactly what all those reasons might be yet, but I'm still trying to explore those. But Charlotte stepped up and saved me. And just knowing that, I know there's some reason we're connected. One thing we've agreed on is that we want to spread the word about CPR. Every citizen should learn CPR, period. Every citizen should learn CPR. There's a 5-minute YouTube that will hold you over until you can take one of these classes that have been mentioned. You should do that. It's most likely that you're going to save someone very close to you. This incident was different, but usually you're going to use it to save someone you love. As much as I love and appreciate the first responders and how many ambulances we have and the wonderful hospitals here, the single one data point that matters the most about recovery for an incident like I had in a community is how many people know CPR. Think about that. How many people know CPR around you is a higher data point of recovery than anything else we can spend our money on. So everyone needs to learn CPR. I'm not going to stop preaching this. Did you know that we passed legislation in Kentucky in 2016? All high school graduates are supposed to take CPR. They don't have to get certified, but they're supposed to take it. As far as I can tell, that is not being mandated. It's not being watched. It's not being policed. Sorry about that word. Anyway, we need to make sure that we make that happen. And I'm going to wrap it up and just say, Charlotte, I am still trying to come up with a way to let you know what this means. I'll let you know if ever.
Thank you very much. That was beautiful. And before we go to any questions, I'm really happy that you brought up, Sarah, that we never know when we might need CPR. Many years ago, I gave CPR to my daughter, who was in a crisis, in my house. And it was before our wonderful EMS folks could get to my house. You never know when you might need this skill. So thank you for saying all of that and for mentioning the YouTube so that people can go on and watch before they have an opportunity to take a course. Thank you. Thank you all so much. We thank all the folks at UK. There's so many people to thank. I know Councilmember Fred Brown is your council member, Charlotte. I know he's proud of you. Right? Oh, yes. He says, oh, yes.
I mentioned the 2 doctors.
Yes, Dr.
Gupta and Whiteside.
And Dr. Whiteside. Both are UK cardiac specialists at the Gill Heart Institute. And, we say this often and it sometimes sounds trite, but it does take a village, right? And in this case, you had a wonderful village. So thank you all very much. If there are any questions, we have folks who I'm sure will answer them. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I took time.
Thank you. Let's see, let's move a little away from the podium. Just a minute. So,
All right, let's start. Everyone look here. Hillary's got a real camera. Okay, everyone look at me. Everyone look at him.